Hi, this is Patrick from SpyFu.com. Today, we're going to learn a simple way to find SEO keywords in your niche using SpyFu. At its core, SpyFu is a competitive intelligence tool, which means you'll get the best insights if you spy on a larger, successful competitor in your industry. In this search box, I'm going to type bear.com and hit enter. And we're greeted by this overview page. It has a lot of interesting information about this domain, but since we're focusing on SEO today, let's click over to the SEO Research tab. This is the SEO overview of this domain. It will also give you a lot of good, general information, but when working with SEO keywords, I believe the best place you can go is, well, the SEO Keywords tab. What we're getting on this page is every keyword that SpyFu has seen bear ranking on organically as of last month. Here's the keyword itself and what URL this keyword will guide you to. You can even click on this little go-to icon and see the actual web page. Might be a home page or a landing page. It could be a product page or even something from their blog. This number is the current rank of this keyword for this domain as of our last update. We also show you how it changed since our last update, either moving up or down in the ranks. For example, bear is currently ranked 9th for paints, and they're up 1 from the previous month, meaning they had the 10th spot last month. Following this are some columns with some useful data, including cost per click, which is what this keyword would have cost bear if they decided to run ads on it. The ranking difficulty, which is a measurement of how hard it is to rank highly on this keyword. If companies like Amazon or YouTube are vying for this keyword, it's going to be more difficult for you to rank highly on it. Bear is a big company, and the keyword paints is pretty competitive, so it has a fairly high ranking difficulty. We'll come back to this in a minute. Searches per month, which is how many times this keyword was searched overall, the estimated clicks per month, which takes the total searches per month and adjusts it depending on where bear ranks on this keyword, and finally, the estimated click value per month, which is a slightly more complicated formula. But the basics are the estimated clicks per month multiplied by the cost per click, basically providing you with how much money they potentially saved this month by ranking on this keyword organically rather than advertising on it in Google AdWords, which is a really handy metric for SEOs who are trying to explain their value in terms of actual dollars. The stats that are probably the most important to you today are the searches per month and the ranking difficulty. So let's click on the searches per month title to sort it by highly searched keywords. What you want to find are those keywords that are searched for a lot, but have a relatively low ranking difficulty. Makes sense, right? These are the keywords that a lot of people are looking for right now, but are not highly sought after by strong competitors. Here's your opportunity to swoop in and get ranked on some of those keywords before your competition finds out about them. Let's go deeper into ranking difficulty. First, let's sort by that column, just like we did before. Technically, ranking difficulty is on a scale from 1 to 100. But a better, more useful way to think about it is by industry. In this case, 79 is the highest number, so we can assume that it's one of the most difficult keywords in this industry. Paints? Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll use 79 as our ceiling. Let's scroll down to find our floor. It looks like 44 is our floor, but keep in mind that there are almost 11,000 rows for us to sift through. That might be best done by exporting all of this to a CSV, which you can do. But for now, we generally recommend that you stay in the bottom half of this keyword list. In this case, keywords between 44 and 64 that have a reasonably high search volume. That is a super quick way to jumpstart your keyword research using search data. But there's one more thing to keep in mind aside from these metrics, and that is, how relevant is this keyword to you? How confident do you feel about writing about this keyword? Does it fit into your meta tags? You can load up dozens of keywords, but if they don't apply to you, or you're stumped on how to approach them, you might just be wasting your time trying to leverage them for your site. But in a nutshell, SEO keywords is a great way to find low-hanging fruit that you can use for your site. One final note. There are a bunch of handy filters pre-made for you. You can use these for your competitors' keywords, or even better, your own domain. Maybe to find keywords that are almost there, meaning almost on the first page, and try and focus on them. In the next video, we'll talk about finding your competitors' high-ranking organic content. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to videos from SpyFu. Like and subscribe. SpyFu is on YouTube.